Winning my very first Arena Series championship will mean the world to me. It will glorify everything that I put in, the hard work, the dedication, blood, sweat, and tears. I'm super excited to be here in Colorado Springs, hopefully to make some history here. I'm here not to drive for myself, but all you fans out there. Colorado Springs, let's make some history. I'm here to dominate and take that win this weekend. It starts right here inside this arena. I want to see the bull horns in the air, because you know what happens when you mess with the bull. You get the horns, baby.
Colorado Springs, your current overall points leader on Arena Championship Series East, looking for his first Series Championship in his career. He has a chance to claim it here today. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco!
I think it would mean so much, not only just to me and the women of motorsports, but all the women that are in the arena today, and women that work in a male-dominated industry, and the women come in and they dominate that industry. And I think that that speaks volumes. I won the series in 2022, and people said that I'm a female and I would never get an opportunity like that again. I would never win this series again. Kristen Anderson would never be able to make history twice in her life ever again. But here I am this weekend. It's all going to boil down to this very last event, and it's all going to end tonight.
The first and only ever female series champion, taking the crown in 2022 and looking to repeat again in 2024. From Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Kristen Anderson, Grave Digger! Colorado, it's time to get loud. Say it with me. This is Monster Jam.
It is time for the first competition of the day, JCB Racing. All of our Monster Jam drivers have been seated into a bracket based on a random draw. Up first, you will see 4 round 1 matchups, where the fastest 4 drivers will move on to the semifinal round. Colorado Springs, this is a momentous moment because it could be decided right here in this competition who becomes the champion of our series. So we need all of you to get loud. And we need to know, Colorado Springs, are you ready for JCB Racing?
Take a look at the JCB Racing competition bracket. El Toro Loco will be taking on Raminator, that you will see right here. After that, Overboard taking on Megalodon. Gravedigger taking on Ramunition. And Wildside taking on Dragon. So that will be your first matchups here in round 1. Colorado Springs, you guys have been bringing the energy, and I love to hear it. Are you guys having a good time out there? Oh, that's weak sauce. You guys can be louder than that. I want to hear you guys. Who's having a good time out there? There you go. So that's our overall goal here, is to have fun out at Monster Jam. As I said, it's kind of a serious competition here today, and a serious event today. A champion will be crowned, but we are counting on you to bring that energy. So make sure that you are watching, staying tuned, and we have our first event happening here today. So before we get this thing started, let's just have a little bit of fun and warm up with you guys. We have ourselves our Truck and Pal Racing Showdown. El Toro Loco taking on Gravedigger, taking on Megalodon. If you think El Toro Loco is winning this thing, make some noise. Who's going with Gravedigger? Let me hear you. Or if you think it'll be Megalodon winning this, let me hear you. Well, let's go ahead and take a look. It's a Truck and Pals Racing Showdown. El Toro Loco looks over to Gravedigger. Gravedigger shines the headlights. Megalodon all smiles. Here we go. Megalodon with the early lead taken off. El Toro Loco pulls up ahead. Gravedigger's in the back, and it looks like Megalodon still. Wait a minute. We might have ourselves. It hits the brakes. Megalodon gets the victory. Who out there said Megalodon was winning that thing? I hear a few of you, but there you have it, folks. That is the Truck and Pals Racing Showdown. We're going to have other games happening throughout our event, and we're counting on you to bring that energy. So let's go ahead and keep it going.
Monster Jam fans, whoever wins this series is going to earn the automatic bid to World Finals 23 and have a chance to not only compete for the championship for the freestyle competition, but also for the racing competition. And the track that we're going to have out there for World Finals 23 is so unique. It's the first of its kind. Here at Monster Jam, you can take a look at that up on the video board. It is an S track, something completely different, unlike anything these Monster Jam drivers have seen before. Be going around some windy roads, all to get that World Finals Racing Championship. And remember, Monster Jam fans, this is all going to take place in Los Angeles, California on May 18th. You have a chance to actually watch it live on YouTube for the first time, which is so exciting. Another way of Monster Jam is bringing the action to you folks at home. One of these two out of Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, or Kristen Anderson Gravedigger is going to earn that berth to World Finals 23. And as you can take a look, we already have some World Finals qualifiers like Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, who clinched his championship for Stadium Championship Series West. Then we have Blake Granger and Max D making a first-time appearance at World Finals 23. He is your champion from the International Series. He will be piloting Max D, an iconic Monster Jam truck full of history, and for him making history as well for his first time. We also have Weston Anderson, who has been crowned the champion of Arena Series Central. He'll be making another appearance at World Finals this year, piloting Gravedigger, bringing a lot of pride to the Anderson family name, to the Gravedigger name. It's going to be so exciting to see more and more competitors go to World Finals. As you can see, Matt Cody of Gravedigger did clinch his series for Arena Championship Series West, but he has actually passed off his bid to World Finals to Dalton Weiner of Jurassic Attack. He is also making his first time appearance at World Finals this year, but Monster Jam fans, it's going to be history. We're either going to have a 2-time series champion or we're going to have a first-time series champion. As you can take a look right there at the bottom of the stands, that spinning around is the Arena Series trophy. One of these 2 Monster Jam drivers will get that trophy. Who will it be? We'll crown them today.
In the black lane, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And in the red lane, Mark Hall, Raminator. Round 49 of Arena Championship Series East. A champion will be crowned, as we've been saying, but it all starts right here in JCB Racing. Here we go! And your winner is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. In the black lane, Chad Tingler, Overboard. Taking on Angelina Knock, Megalodon. Your second competition in round 1. Overboard taking on Megalodon. Angelina Knock taking on Chad Tingler. Who gets around first? We'll find out, and who will be facing off against El Toro Loco in the semifinals. That will be decided right now. The lights go yellow, then they go green. And your winner, Chad Tingler, Overboard. Chad Tingler, Overboard, will be moving on to the semifinals, where they will be facing off against Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. In the red lane, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. And in the black lane, Kurt Kramer, Rimunition. Your third matchup in the first round of JCB Racing, as they move to the line and get set. Those lights go yellow, and here we go! And your winner is Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. In the black lane, Zach Garner, Wild Side. Facing off against Joe Dennis, Dragon. Your last matchup in the first round of JCB Racing. Who will be moving on to face off against Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger? We'll find out right now. Joe Dennis moves to the line. Zach Garner follows suit. They get set. Let's go racing! Oh, they faked me out on that one. They're going to restage real quick and make sure that we have ourselves a fair race. It always happens at least once. They got to mess me up. They get reset at the line. Now they go yellow. Now, let's go racing! And your winner is Zach Garner, Wild Side.
It is time now for the semifinal round of JCB Racing. The fastest two drivers that cross that finish line first will move on and face off against each other in the final round of JCB Racing. So Colorado Springs, who's ready for the semifinal round of JCB Racing?
In the red lane, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Facing off against Chad Tingler, Overboard. Who will be moving on to the finals? A tough matchup for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Chad is a great JCB racer, so does he get a victory and move on? He gets set at the line. Here we go! Catching up speed on the back end. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, moving on to the finals. In the red lane, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Face it off against Zach Garner, Wild Side. Who will be joining El Toro Loco in the finals? Wild Side or Gravedigger? Kristen Anderson or Zach Garner? Let's find out. Here we go. And your winner is Zach Garner, Wild Side.
is time for the final round of JCB Racing. The winner of this matchup will not only earn the first 8 points of the day, but will be on top of the leaderboard in pursuit of the BKT Overall Event Championship. Colorado Springs, are you ready to meet your racing final contenders?
From Whittier, California, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And he's coming at you from Fortville, Indiana, Zach Garner, Wildside. This is the third rematch between these two this weekend. They've met in the finals 2 previous times, and they have each split that series. Wildside took it the first time. El Toro Loco took it the second time. Who has a tiebreaker? It's the finals. Let's go! And your winner is Zach Garner, Wildside. Crushes the turncoat, says he doesn't need it. Makes his way to the pod, gets another victory over Armando Castro. El Toro Loco getting the victory. But Colorado Springs, with the points earned in that JCB Racing competition, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, has clinched the 2024 Arena Championship Series E Season Points Championship. Please give them a big round of applause. The trophy presentation will happen at the end of the event. We have them on the screen. Congratulations to Armando Castro. Please stay tuned after the event. But right now, we're catching up with JCB Racing champion, Zach Garner.
Zach, you are truly one of the best racers we have on this series, and you had some tough components, and you and Armando Castro have been battling it out for this final round. Talk us a little bit about that final turn. How much did it mean to you to cross that finish line first?
You know, after I beat Kristen and Gravedigger, I knew I had to go all the way and take this racing win. So once I came out of that last turn racing Armando, I knew I had him. I just kind of put the Fuel Tech power to the ground with this advanced racing engines, let it all hang out here in Colorado Springs. But you know what? Congratulations to Armando. Well, what'd you guys think of racing?
Zach, being on top of the leaderboard for the overall event championship, you have the chance to walk away as the final overall event champion of the weekend. So with Great Clips 2-wheel skills coming up next, what can we expect from you to pick up another 8 points?
You know what? We're going to put this Monster Jam truck on these front 2 BKT tires, on the rear BKT tires. But you know what? We're going to come out here, let it all hang out. So let's get loud!
Congratulations to Zach Garner, Wildside. That is the second JCB Racing competition victory of the weekend. Taking a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard, he claims the first 8 points of today's event. He is at the top. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, is currently in second with 7 points, so he's only 1 point behind. Tied at third with 4 points each, we have Gravedigger and Overboard. And then the rest of the field, all tied at 5, Dragon, Megalodon, Raminator, and Rammunition, each with 2 points. Coming up next, we have ourselves the Great Clips 2-wheel skills competition. Competitors have 2 attempts at their best moves on 2 wheels. You're about to see the most technical moves in the sports, and it is my favorite competition. Once again, that scoring is up to you, so be sure that you are headed to judgeszone.com to lock in your scores.
Well, Colorado Springs, as I said, we're going to be hanging out with you guys and making sure you're bringing that energy. But right now, I want to test your knowledge real quick with some Monster Jam trivia. So go ahead and take a look at the screen and listen up for Zach Garner as he helps us out with Monster Jam trivia. All right, let's go ahead and test that knowledge real quick. If you think that it is A, steel, make some noise. Okay, not too loud. What about B, plastic? Where y'all at? A little louder. I'm worried about this one. Is it C, bubble gum? How about D, fiberglass? What do y'all think? C, bubble gum. Where y'all at? A little quieter that time. Is it D, fiberglass? Well, let's go ahead and see. Zach, give me that answer real quick. Great job, Monster Jam fans. Yes, the bodies are made of fiberglass. We have more games coming your way as well as more Monster Jam. We're going to go ahead and get into that right now for the second competition. It's time for the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. So what you're about to see are the most amazing moves on just 2 wheels, but the scoring is up to you. So to break down what you're going to be doing, let's catch up with Kimberly Cantoni.
Fans, this is your first opportunity to put in your scores at judgeszone.com. So we need all of those phones out and get to judgeszone.com now. Make sure you've already entered the code for today, COL. Now, at the completion of our Monster Jam drivers' attempts, I will tell you judgeszone.com is open, and that's when you will move the BKT tire to the score you feel our competitors have earned. It's the next 8 points on the line, and you, the fans, will decide who it goes to. Colorado Springs, who's ready for the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge?
From Champaign, Illinois, Mark Hall, Riminator. We see 1 attempt from Mark Hall, Raminator. Still has 1 more remaining.
Monster Jam fans, put those hands together for Mark Hall, Raminator. Judgeszone.com is officially open for the first time this afternoon. Fans, we need you to use that code COL. You can also scan to score with that QR code up on the video board. There's Mark Hall making appearance out of his Monster Jam truck. He needs all of you fans now to move that BKT tire up or down to the score you feel that Mark Hall has earned here in the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Remember, fans, this is the first time that you will decide what will get the score, who will get that score, and what the next 8 points are going to go to. So get those scores in now.
The official score for Mark Hall, Raminator, is 4.515. Getting us started in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills competition. From Sarasota, Florida, Angelina Knock, Megalodon. You see the first attempt from Angelina Knock. Megalodon, she goes for a reverse popper, trying to get onto the center of the pod. She still has one more remaining. Let's see what she has planned for us.
Put those fins together for Angelina Knock, Megalodon. It's time now to head on over to judgeszone.com. We need you to move that BKT tire to the score that you feel Angelina Knock has earned in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge.
Where did that come from? That's the first time I've seen her go for a popper. Kim, have you seen her do that yet?
That is actually the first time I've seen her go into that front popper, and what a great way to kick off this competition, right? Like, she's been working so hard on that, and so great to see that attempt full out.
That is awesome. Yeah, reverse popper on the first attempt, doesn't get in. The second one just busts out a new move. The popper forward on the pod, and the score for Angelina Knock, Megalodon, is enough to take the lead, 6.089. You got a new leader, Megalodon. From Chicago, Illinois, Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. See a popper on that first attempt. Pulls it off. One more remaining.
Let's hear it for Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. Time to get your scores in now at judgeszone.com. There is Kurt Kramer out of his Monster Jam truck. He needs you fans to give him a knockout score by moving that BKT tire up or down. Select your score, then hit submit.
Kurt Kramer, that was his best Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills run of the series. Wouldn't you agree, Kim? He really brought it on that one. Stoppie on the first attempt. Popper on the second one. I mean, that was fantastic from Kurt Kramer.
Absolutely. You can tell he's been putting in the work all season long, and what a great way to go out with a bang with two incredible attempts there by Kurt Kramer, Rammunition.
The score to beat is 6.089, and the score for Rammunition is... You got a new leader, 7.260, Rammunition. From Orlando, Florida, Joe Dennis, Dragon. We see the first attempt from Joe Dennis, and it seems like he's just been having issues with Dragon. Seeing if he's able to have another attempt, but we saw this in JCB Racing. Still getting word, and he is able to fire up right there, so he's going to have one more attempt. They were saying he was done, but he was able to fire, so let's see the last attempt from Joe Dennis, Dragon.
That will do it for him, but fans, put your hands together for Joe Dennis, Dragon. Tough break for him there, but he still needs a score. So fans, make sure you get to judgeszone.com and get that score locked in.
Kim, I want to ask you this, because he had the same issues yesterday during the event, and we saw it during JCB Racing where he took off and his truck just immediately shut off. Weren't they working on his truck yesterday with some of the same issues, it seems?
They were actually, yeah, and they actually changed out the 2 oxygen sensors in that truck. They actually put in a new Mac box as well. They also changed out the rear kill, but it looks like the altitude is playing a major factor here with this Dragon Monster Jam truck.
That's a great job. I didn't even factor in the altitude here. Regardless, give a big round of applause for Joe Dennis Dragon. We're going to keep you updated on his truck conditions there as they move forward to the second half of Monster Jam after this competition. I know Joe's frustrated, but he is a fierce competitor. He's going to be looking to bounce back, saying that he's broke out there, giving the hand signals to the fans. So we'll keep you updated. How does that play out right now at the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge leaderboard? Kurt Kramer Rammunition with a 7.260 leads. Now Megalodon is currently in second with a 6.089. Raminator at 3 and Dragon at 4 with 4 trucks remaining. You saw him take the JCB Racing competition victory. Can he go back-to-back competition wins? Zach Garner, Wild Side. Gives a wave to the fans. That is just one attempt from Zach Gardner, Wild Side. Keep it going, Zach.
Taking that truck on a wild ride, it's Zach Gardner, Wild Side. Fans, now is the time to get your scores in at judgeszone.com. Get the enthusiasm going for Zach Gardner.
Calm down, Zach. Calm down, Zach. This man is feeling it today. His dad is in the house, Jamie Gardner, who is also a Monster Jam driver. Zach actually worked with his dad throughout his early years of his career before becoming a Monster Jam driver. So he's like, you know what? My dad's out here watching me. I'm going to put on a show for Pops and for the people here in Colorado Springs. The score to beat is 7.260, and the score for Wild Side is 9.613. You got a new leader, Wild Side. They met in the JCB Racing Finals. Can he take the competition over Zach this time? Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Just the first attempt from El Toro Loco. One more remaining. Keep it going, Armando.
Get those scores in now for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Let him hear you. He's out of his Monster Jam truck, fans. Do not delay, though. We need those scores in now.
Armando Castro, that was a 4-hit combination move. I was about to say it was the exact same maneuver as Zach Garner Wildside. He just kept adding on, just kept going and kept going. I know it said Zach Garner's dad is in the house, but Armando Castro has family in the house. I think if they, let me hear you, Zach, or Armando, where's the family? Make some noise real quick. I hear them yelling out there. He was pointing right to him. Woo! That score to beat is a 9.613. And the score for El Toro Loco is not enough. Armando throws his hands up. He says, you know what? All right. 9.458. Zach Gardner Wildside holds on, but what a strong run for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And we're still not done yet, y'all. We still got more drivers in the Great Clips two-wheel skills competition. From Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Kristen Anderson. Gravedigger. Hits the reverse popper into her tombstone signature move. And then riding off the pod, she has one attempt remaining. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Make some noise for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Keep that enthusiasm going as Kristen Anderson makes her appearance out of the black and green wrecking machine. She needs you all now to get her score locked in at judgeszone.com.
And that was her best Great Clips two-wheel skills run of the week, and pulling off the tombstone both times. And this gets that wheelie across the pod. Just gets a great run. Is it enough to get on top, though, and take out Wildside? That score to beat is a 9.613. And the score for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, is 8.6. Currently third in the competition. Zach Garner, Wildside, remains your leader with one truck remaining. From Stewart's Draft, Virginia, Chad Tingler, Overboard. One attempt remaining for Chad Tingler, Overboard.
Fans, put your hands together for Chad Tingler, Overboard. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. And fans, this is your final opportunity in this competition to have your voices heard. It's the next 8 points on the line. And we're going to see who from Team Overboard Motorsports is going home with it. But he's out of his monster truck. Give it up one more time for Chad Tingler.
Really bouncing back from his Great Clips two-wheel skills run yesterday. He had a lot of issues, was not able to pull off those maneuvers, was able to do so today, and he ends up with a score of 5.828, which means that your winner in the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge is back-to-back competition victories for Zach Garner, Wildside. That 9.613 held up through the great runs of El Toro Loco, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, and Chad Tingler, Overboard. Zach gets another competition victory. Still has a chance for a perfect event, but still has a long way to go. Let's catch up with Zach Garner. Wild side.
You know, Zach, I saw you pop out from that tunnel when Armando Castro's score went up, giving him the thumbs up like, yep, I'm still ahead of you. Talk us through those skills challenge and what a perfect first half you've had.
You know what? Every time me and Armando come out here, we are so close in skills, it's absolutely wild. So I know I have to come out here and lay down a great run before him, because if not, I got to try to beat him. Doing the combination moves and all that, it's a little bit trickery up here because you don't really know where you're at on the pod, but you know what? We came out on top, and it's always about having fun out here. That's why I kind of had to pop out and mess with him a little bit. You know, he already won the series championship, but you know what? We still have an overall to win today.
Absolutely, you do, and you actually are on top of that leaderboard, but Armando Castro is right behind you for the overall event championship by just 2 points. With Monster Jam Sky Wheelies coming up next for you, what do you plan to do to stay so dominant this afternoon?
You know what? We got nothing to lose. It's the last event of the weekend. We're going to come out here, and we are going to put that Monster Jam truck on that back bumper as vertical as we can get it. So Colorado Springs, let's get loud and have some fun for FMX.
Zach Garner Wildside gets another competition victory. As I said, he has a chance for a perfect event, but of course, we have 7 other Monster Jam drivers here trying to hold him off from doing so. That'll do it for the first half of Monster Jam. It is now officially halftime. Please feel free to go to the concession stands, and we'll be right back with more Monster Jam action, and as well as USFMX. It's all coming up next, but for now, it is halftime of Monster Jam. Please welcome to the track, United States Freestyle Motocross.
As our FMX riders start to make their way out to the track, before we get to the big score, we're going to put in some big air for you Monster Jam fans as they get ready to do some practice laps, trying to decide what trick they want to do before you go to judgeszone.com and decide who's taking home the final win of the weekend. So Colorado Springs, if you're ready to get to know your US FMX riders, make some noise! Coming out to the track, let's meet the first rider, Dean Payne. Your second rider, Billy Wilson. Your third rider, Ryan Fontenot. And your final rider, Taylor Evans. Let's get that beat to keep this energy going. Keep those hands clapping. To be ready to see some more high-flying action. Make some noise.
One of these riders will be going home with the final best trick competition win. Who will it be? It'll be up to you, the fans, to decide. As our riders start to make their way up to the pod, it is now time for the best trick competition. Each of our riders will only have one attempt to fly through the sky from one end of the track to the other, putting down their best trick for you Monster Jam fans. Once they land that trick, JudgesZone.com will officially open, and it'll be up to all of you to move that BKT tire to the score you feel our riders have earned. It is bragging rights on the line and the final win here in Colorado Springs. So who's ready for the FMX Best Trick Competition?
Your first competitor is Dean Pate. Dean Pate is from Paso Robles, California, so just not too far away from here. Says his dream is to travel around competing in FMX, so he's getting to live his dream, and he's your first competitor here. What will he pull off? Let's find out.
JudgesZone.com is officially open for Dean Pate, and for the first rider here in the Best Trick Competition. Fans, it's up to you, so make sure you move that BKT tire to the score you feel Dean Pate has earned.
I think that's what we call the merman there. That was a good move from Dean Pate. Just a little flop through there. What did y'all think about that score? Go ahead and lock it in for Dean Pate. The score is 7.705. Getting us started in the FMX Best Trick Competition. The merman. Coming out next, Billy Wilson. Billy Wilson is from Phoenix, Arizona. Been competing in FMX for 4 years. He actually started as a professional BMX rider, then that wasn't fast enough for him, so he added an engine to the bike and started hitting the jump ramp. He's your second competitor, so let's see what he has planned for us. Billy Wilson.
Fans, it's now time to head on over to JudgesZone.com. Get your score in for Billy Wilson. Remember, today's code is COL. So make sure you get your scores locked in now.
Nice simple move there from Billy Wilson coming out. Isn't enough to take out Dean Pate. You guys lock in those scores. And the score for Billy Wilson is not enough, 6.909. He's still happy out there on the track. But coming up next, we got Wyatt Fontenot. Now Wyatt says get loud. Wyatt is joining us from the Bayou of Louisiana. Just a daredevil out there on the track. He's your third competitor in this competition. Hasn't gotten an FMX Best win yet, but he has a chance to do so today. So will he take it?
Scoring is now open at JudgesZone.com for Wyatt Fontenot and fans. He's feeling pumped up about that trick, but now fans, you have the say. So we need you now to get those scores locked in.
That was a whip with the, I don't even know what you call that. That was just a stunt. We got to ask him what that was. That was fantastic. I have never seen that move in FMX. They're just having some fun out there, man, pulling out some new moves. Not sure what that was. That was called the Bayou, man. This boy coming from the Bayou, Louisiana. Lock in those scores. And the score is 8.117 for Wyatt Fontenot. But we have one competitor remaining. Give it up for Taylor Eddins. And also do me one more favor, Colorado Springs. This is Taylor's last competition of the season. Coming from California, so he has one chance to end on a high note. Can he get the FMX Best Trick Competition victory? He hasn't done it yet this weekend, so this is his chance. So let's see what he has planned for us. Your last competitor, Taylor Eddins.
JudgesZone.com is officially open for Taylor Edens. And fans, this is your final opportunity to have your voices heard in the best trick competition. It's all going to come down to this, and you have the power in your hands. So don't delay. Get your scores in now.
Good move from there, hanging on with one hand. I believe it's rock solid. Got to double check with him on that, though. A solid move. Is it enough to get the top spot in his last competition? That is up to you guys, so make sure you're at JudgesZone.com to lock in those scores. And the score for Taylor is your winner in the FMX Best Trick Competition, Taylor Edens. But you know what, Kim?
Yes, Ray.
It's our last event in Colorado Springs. We just named a champion today. I think we should still keep it going. What do you think?
I think we should keep it going. These guys look like they want to keep it going. Colorado Springs, you want to see them go around one more time. Well, it is now time for the FMX Grand Finale, where our riders will begin a train formation, and the key to all this is that the louder you cheer, the higher they fly. So if you're ready for our FMX Grand Finale, make some noise! Flying high through the sky, our FMX riders are truly spectacular, but we need to keep this energy going. We need to keep the momentum flowing. So Colorado Springs, let's get loud! You know, it's been such an exciting weekend, an exciting day. They're showing me one more. They're putting up one more. Do you guys want to see them go around one more time? This needs to be the loudest you have been all day long. So Colorado Springs, if you're ready, make some noise! Put your hands together one more time for the superstars of USFMX. And now joining me on the pod, picking up his first win of the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Taylor Edens. Taylor, what a way to finish out this weekend. First, you have to talk us through that trick that got you the win.
Yeah, so one-handed heart attack, that's like one of my favorite tricks to do. I've kind of put my own little twist on it, arcing it as big as I can for you guys. Super cool to come out here and be on top of the podium in front of you guys with that trick. So yeah, thank you.
Taylor, as Ray said, this is your last weekend here at Monster Jam. So how special is it for you to have the fans here at Colorado Springs choose you as the winner?
That's another thing. This is my last weekend here riding with the Monster Jam Tour. So it's cool to end it in Colorado. I love being here. And yeah, thank you guys for putting me up here. It's rad. I'm stoked.
Lastly, Taylor, what is your advice to anyone out there that would love to be an FMX rider one day?
Just like anything, you got to start slow. Just practice and put in the time. And anything that doesn't seem possible, you put in the work, you can get it done.
Fans, put your hands together one more time for the winner of the Best Trick Competition, Taylor Edens! It is now time for the second half of Monster Jam. And the next competition is Monster Jam Sky Wheelies. Each of our Monster Jam drivers will only have one attempt to put down their best Sky Wheelie off the pod, and then JudgesZone.com will officially open for you fans to put in your scores. Now, there's two things you need to be looking for in this competition. The first is height, how high these Monster Jam trucks can fly. The second thing is the vertical position We want to see a perfect straight line from these 12,000-pound machines. So if you're ready to go, let me know who's ready for Monster Jam Sky Wheelies.
He's won the first 2 competitions of the afternoon. Can he get another? Zach Garner, Wild Side.
That's how you get things started. It's Zach Garner, Wild Side. Judges zone is open. Get those scores in. Man, you can just see the competitive spirit between Wild Side and El Toro Loco, but you can also see that super glued to the action replay of the height and the vertical position we are looking for here in the Sky Wheelie competition.
You know, there was a 2023 movie that came out with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon called Air. It also should star Zach Garner, Wild Side. That boy got up on that move right there. That dude was flying, but isn't enough to hold on to the lead throughout the competition. The score for Wild Side is 7.456, getting us started in the Sky Wheelie competition. The 2023 Monster Jam University graduate, Angelina Knock, Megalodon.
Put those fins together for Angelina Knock, Megalodon. Time to get those scores in at judgeszone.com. Remember, fans, you decide who the 8 points will go to for the remainder of the competition. So fans, do not delay. Get those scores in now.
A great jump from Angelina, just lands a bit off target, but you know, Kim, from my angle, what I'm really enjoying is that she's actually still doing the shark attack inside. I don't know if you can see her over there, fans. She's oh, man, I love that. She's doing fine in there, doing the shark attack, her signature move. The score for Angelina Knock, Megalodon, is she takes the lead at 7.478. Megalodon.
Fans, I'm now joined by Monster Jam fan Leland. Leland, how are you doing this afternoon?
Good.
You having a blast? Are you having a great time?
Yeah.
Who's been your favorite Monster Jam truck and driver out there so far?
Gravedigger.
Anyone else? Big Gravedigger fans here in the house? So many Gravedigger fans. Well, Leland, you're going to play a game with us called the Helmet Shuffle. If you take a look at the video board, you're going to see 3 helmets up there. And there's our overall event championship trophy. Your job is going to be able to find out where that trophy is located as we shuffle around the helmets. You think you can do it?
Yeah.
I know you can do it. All right, Leland, take a look at the video board. Let's see the helmet shuffle. Oh, man. Okay. Leland, out of the helmets up there, do you think the trophy's under 1, 2, or 3?
I would say 2.
Anyone else agree with Leland? Do you think it's 2? A lot of people, is 2 your final answer?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the video board and see where that trophy is located. It's not 1. Okay, we're doing good. Let's see. Let's see what else. It is not 3. That could only mean one thing. That trophy is under helmet number 2. Congratulations, Leland. And you know what? For choosing the right helmet, you're going home with this Team Gravedigger cap. Congratulations to you. Fans, let's hear one more time for Leland.
Keeping the competition going, Kurt Kramer, Rammunition.
Fans, put those hands together for Kurt Kramer, Rammunition. It is time now once again to head on over to judgeszone.com. Remember, fans, you are our judges for the remainder of the day, and there is Kurt Kramer now. He wants that knockout score from you fans, so don't delay. Get those scores in now.
Kurt Kramer ready to knock out the competition. Had a good jump, solid there, but is it enough to take the top spot from Angelina Knock? Megalodon. The score for Kurt Kramer, Rammunition, 5.711. Currently third in the competition. Megalodon remains your leader. From Whittier, California, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Sending it to the sky is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Fans, head on over now to judgeszone.com. Get your scores in. There he is out of his Monster Jam truck. He wants you to get loud, but he also wants you to get his score in at judgeszone.com. Remember, Monster Jam fans, it is up to you at judgeszone.com. You need to get those scores in. You will decide what the remaining 8 points will go to. Yeah, he wants you to keep going, guys. Keep those cheers going for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Let's take a look and see about that video board. Let's just throw it up there. The score for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco is 7.678, but that will be the new score to beat. We have a new leader, El Toro Loco.
Taking a look at the Sky Wheelie competition leaderboard, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco with a 7.678. Steals the lead away from Angelina Knock. Megalodon, who won the competition Friday night. She does not get it again. He's still looking for his first Sky Wheelie competition victory of the weekend. Will he be able to hang on? Wild Side's at third, and Rammunition is currently at 4 with 4 trucks remaining. She's blonde to the bone. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Fires up the engine, but turns it off. Restarting again. Let's see her take new heights. What you got for us?
Fans, let's hear it for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Sending it to the sky on that super glue, glued to the action replay. But make sure, fans, you get your scores in now. And let her hear you one more time, Kristen Anderson.
One of my favorite parts about the Sky Wheelie competition is seeing where the drivers are going to make their launch from. She uses the logs. Kim, how do you think that plays a factor? Which one would you use if you were out there?
I would use the logs as well. I just feel like they're just, no matter where you line it up, you're always going to make sure you're going to hit those logs. So that's what I would go with.
Well, let's see if it's enough to take over the top spots. The score to beat is 7.678. And the score for Gravedigger is... You got a new leader. 8.817, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. From Hall Brothers Racing, it's Mark Hall, Raminator.
Put those hands together for Mark Hall, Raminator. Fans, do not delay. There is only 20 seconds remaining in judgeszone.com. So get those scores locked in now.
Jam legend, Monster Jam Hall of Famer. He's also a professor at the University of Colorado in aerodynamics. That man was flying out there. Mark Hall, Raminator, making an appearance as well. A great jump from Mark. Got some distance on it, too. Is it enough to take the top spot? 8.817 is the score to beat. And the score for Raminator is 6.887. Currently fifth place in the competition. Once again, those scores are up to you. I heard some people say, what? Well, you guys are scoring. If you don't like it, you have the ability to change it at judgeszone.com. Also a Monster Jam legend, Chad Tingler, Overboard.
descending that truck. Let's hear it for Chad Tingler, overboard. There he is out of his Monster Jam truck, fans. Chad needs you now to get that score in at judgeszone.com.
He got completely just vertical on that, all the way leaned back. And as I've said before, Chad really prides himself in the sky wheelie competition. He's the one that's always very technical in it, and he just gets it leaned back. I mean, that was picture perfect from Chad Tingler, but is it enough to take the top spot? Score to beat is an 8.817, and the score for overboard is solid score, but not enough to take the top spot. 8.106, currently second place in the competition. Gravedigger still remains your leader, but we have one truck remaining. Joe Dennis, Dragon.
Wave those dragon wings for Joe Dennis, Dragon. Dragon is your final competitor in the Sky Wheelie competition and the final opportunity in this competition to have your voices heard. So get those scores locked in.
He has one Sky Wheelie competition victory so far this series, and he breaks out the Dragon Wing. Joe, don't do it to him, not the Dragon Wings. This man was flying on that last maneuver. Is it enough to take the top spot? He's soaring, he's flying. I think that's a song. Let's see. The score to beat is 8.817. And the score for Dragon is not enough, which means that your winner in the Sky Wheelie competition is getting her first competition victory of the day, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Kristen, you have to be so proud of not only picking up this competition win, but what you've accomplished in this entire season. So for you, how special is this competition victory?
Oh, Kim, it always feels good to come out here and win the Sky Wheelie competition. And we come out to Monster Jam to have fun. I know everybody comes out and they buy tickets to bring their kids out here and have fun. And we come out here to drive these trucks and have fun. And I've been having a blast for the past 8 years. It's been amazing to be able to represent my family and not only represent my last name, represent Gravedigger, but also represent all the ladies and the little girls that come and fill these seats each and every weekend out. So thank you guys for putting your trust in me to come out here and represent you guys well, and I hope I never let you down. And it feels really good to come out here and take the Sky Wheelie competition win. Definitely taking notes from Team Overboard over there. Those boys, those two boys, they're very, very talented. And so taking some notes from them, got to apply it today, and we got to win.
Well, with this win, Kristen, it puts you in second place for the overall event championship, just 1 point behind Wildside and El Toro Loco. What do you need to do in the freestyle competition to hoist that overall event championship trophy above your head?
I am going to come out here and drive as hard as I can, Kim. It is literally the last event of the year for us on this point series. We crowned a champion today, and we're wrapping up freestyle with Gravedigger, and I'm not going to let you guys down. So Colorado Springs, I got one question for you. Who is ready to get bad to the bone in freestyle tonight?
Taking a look at the BKT overall event leaderboard, we have ourselves a tie at the top. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, and Zach Gardner Wildside each tied with 19 points. But look who's in third place, Kristen Anderson Gravedigger, and she's just 1 point behind. And then, of course, Chad Tingler Overboard, who's always consistent, is just 6 points behind with 13. So those are your top 4 on the board as we go into our final event, which is Monster Jam Freestyle. That'll be coming up next. Just a reminder, they must complete the first 15 seconds to qualify for a score. JudgesZone.com, lock in those scores. Well, Colorado Springs, we have one more competition remaining, but before we get into that, I want to play one more game for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at the video board and help me name this truck. Yellow, which one do you think it is? Let's go ahead and show it. Oh, putting the puzzle pieces together. If you think you know it already, shout it out. Okay, here are a few people still getting some pieces together. Oh, which one could it be? Kristen Anderson Gravedigger! Good job, y'all. Thank you so much once again for helping us out at our final event on Arena Championship Series East. It's the pinnacle of the sport coming up next, Monster Jam Freestyle. You don't want to miss it. You got it coming up here soon.
Now it's time to have you Monster Jam fans help us get freestyle started. So I need everyone here in the arena to light up your cell phones. Let me see everyone here in the arena light up your cell phones. Let me see them. Let me see them. Now follow my lead and stay to the beat. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going. It is time for the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Put those fins together for Angelina Knock, Megalodon. Scoring is open for the freestyle competition. This is the final competition where your voices will be heard, so get those scores in now.
Angelina Knock, Megalodon. Just had her great performance out here in Colorado Springs, her first time ever competing in Colorado Springs. So give it up one more time for Angelina Knock, Megalodon. The score for Megalodon is 6.198, getting us started in Monster Jam Freestyle. From Monster Jam technician to Monster Jam athlete, Kurt Kramer, Ammunition.
Get those scores in now for Kurt Kramer, Ammunition. Fans, do not delay. Remember, it's the final 8 points on the line. So get those scores in now for Kurt Kramer, Ammunition.
Love to see Kurt Kramer's improvement throughout this series, especially from Arena Championship Series West last year. Added poppers and reverse poppers into his runs and has just done a great job in improving as a Monster Jam athlete. The score to beat is 6.198, and the score for Ammunition is, you got a new leader, 6.843, Ammunition. From Overboard Motorsports, it's the man himself, Chad Tingler. Overboard.
Let's hear it for Chad Tingler, overboard. Get those scores in now at judgeszone.com and let them hear you one more time. Chad Tingler. Don't forget, fans, it is up to you to decide who the final 8 points will go to. You can take a look at that super glue glued to the action replay up on the video board. Remember, fans, it is up to you. You are the official judges, so make sure those scores are in now at judgeszone.com.
The score for Chad Tingler overboard is, you got a new leader, 7.674. Overboard. Now, you know, Colorado Springs, thank you so much for being our last stop here on the point standings. But we also want to shout out some people really quickly. Our Monster Jam technicians and crew behind the scenes. We're going to see if we can get them on camera real quick. If you see those guys, give them a big round of applause. Got them on camera. They are always behind the scenes, and they get to enjoy it right here, the super fans. I love it. And also, I want to shout out the guys up in the booth. I know you can't see them, and I don't know if they're going to cut the cameras to themselves up here, but they are our AV team. If you can give them a big round of applause, and let's see if they'll put themselves. Yes, they put themselves on camera. Big round of applause. You got Cody, Summer, Brett, and Matt up here doing a fantastic job. Thank you guys for your support. Let's keep the action going, though. What do y'all say, Colorado Springs? Your series champion, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He wants to solidify this win. I think he's going to go for it. The Morgan and Morgan backflip. Pulls off the backflip.
In now for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Putting it down there on the track. Monster Jam fans, we need you to get those scores locked in now at judgeszone.com. He's out of his truck. Let him hear you. Our series champion, Armando Castro.
I don't need to say nothing. Armando, have your moment. Get this crowd pumped up, Armando. It's your moment right now, young man. Show them how it's done, Armando. The score for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco is, put him at the top, 9.718. You got a new leader, El Toro Loco. Taking a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco is your leader with a 9.718, pulling off that Morgan and Morgan backflip. Chad Tingler overboard bumps down to second. Rammunition is at third, and Angelina Knocked Megalodon is at fourth place currently, as they still have 4 trucks remaining. Competing since 1988, Mark Hall. Raminator.
Put your scores in now for Mark Hall, Raminator. Do not delay, Monster Jam fans. Get those scores locked in now. Not much time left, Monster Jam fans, so make sure you get your scores in for Mark Hall, Raminator.
He's been competing since 1988, 38 years behind a Monster Jam truck wheel, dedicated to his craft. So give it up one more time for Mark Hall, Raminator. The 6.476 for Raminator is currently fourth in the competition. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, remains your leader in Monster Jam Freestyle. The newest driver joining us on Arena Championship Series East, Joe Dennis, Dragon.
Wave those dragon wings for Joe Dennis, Dragon. You know what to do, Monster Jam fans. Go to judgeszone.com now and get your scores locked in.
This man also deserves a big round of applause because, as I've said before, this is his first weekend joining us here in Arena Championship Series East, or actually should I say second weekend, stepping in for Cody Saucier. So it's a brand new Monster Jam truck, a brand new arena, just all the factors working against them, and he did a great job this weekend. Give it up for Joe Dennis, Dragon! The score for Dragon is 6.962, currently third in the competition. Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, still hangs on, but we have two trucks remaining. And they've been battling back and forth throughout today's event. Can he take this lead away from Armando Castro? It's Zach Garner, wild side.
Taking that truck on a wild ride, it's Zach Garner, wild side. Monster Jam fans, get your scores in now at judgeszone.com and let them hear you one more time. Zach Garner.
His strongest competition weekend for sure, and he leaves it all on the line in Monster Jam Freestyle, just tearing the fiberglass off of that body, off of the hood. Just a great job from Zach Garner. I mean, he has such a bright future for him here in Monster Jam, and as an independent, he's just so dedicated to the sport. You love to see it. The score for Zach Garner, wild side, is 7.764. Currently second in this competition. Armando Castro remains your leader, but we have one truck remaining. Closing us out on the Point Series and Arena Championship Series East, Christian Anderson, Gravedigger.
Your hands together for Christian Anderson, Gravedigger. Scoring is now open, and fans, this is your final opportunity of the entire event to have your voices heard. we need to decide who's going home with the final 8 points. It is up to you, the fans. So go to judgeszone.com.
Also leaving it all on the line in her last run in Monster Jam Freestyle. Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Just such a strong year for her. And the score for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, is 8.872, which puts her second in this competition, which means that your winner in Monster Jam Freestyle is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He gets the freestyle victory, but is it enough to take the BKT overall event championship? There was a tie coming into the last event, so let's see if he takes it. With 7 in JCB Racing, 5 in the Sky Wheelie competition, 7 in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, and 8 in freestyle with an overall event total of 27 is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Now that all of today's points have been added to each driver's season total, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, has also clinched Arena Championship Series East Season Points Championship, earning him an automatic bid to Monster Jam World Finals 23, coming up May 18th at SoFi Stadium for the first time in Los Angeles, California. So fans, give it up for Arena Championship Series East Season Points Champion, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco.
Armando, congratulations, earning your first Arena Series championship. From day one, from when this series started, all you told me is that all you wanted was to pick up your first championship. So now here, standing on top of the pod, talk us through the emotions, the hard work, the dedication and sacrifice it took for you to get to this moment as Arena Series East champion.
You know, it's this year hasn't been the easiest on me, man. I lost my sister earlier this month, and I told her from the get-go that I promised her that I was going to take this championship back home. And I know she's looking down on me, and I know she was riding with me all night and all the season, man. So this is to my sister Felicia up here watching me from right now. You know, I've dreamed about being in this position for so long. You know, I grew up watching this sport as a kid. I went to my very first show when I was 6 years old, man, Anaheim, California. I knew right there and then exactly what I wanted to do when I grew up now is to inspire each and every one of you fans out there, man. I was just a young Latino man in the industry, wishing one day that I can pilot one of these Monster Jam machines, and here I am, leaving proof that if I can do it, anybody can do it. I am the first ever Latino to win the series championship ever, and to be the first to put out Toro Loco on the top, baby. I'm so damn proud to be Mexicano. Es un honor y es un orgullo estar aquí. Con esto, como digo, es una emoción estar aquí con toda la gente, man. Arriba los Latinos, never give up on your dreams, man. We worked very hard to get here. There's so many people I want to thank. Chad Tingler, man, I looked up to this guy right here from the get-go. He's always told me, you know, keep your head on straight and you'll be all right. You'll be a champion one day. And I can't get enough credit for these guys right here, Daniel and Elliot. These guys are the true superstars behind the scenes, man. These guys don't get enough credit for what they do. These guys stay up all 8 hours, and all the crew guys, man, I can't thank you guys enough for busting your tails off, making sure I come out here and have a good time. But hey, we made history here in Colorado. I can't thank you guys enough, man. I felt all the love and support. We made history here today. I love you guys so much, man. This is just the beginning. I hope to inspire each and every one of you fans to never go about your dreams, man. There's not one dream that's big enough that you can go out and get, man. Thank you guys so much. God is good, baby. I just want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, man. Thank you for everything. We love you, baby. This is Monster Jam. Let's go, baby. We're going home, baby, to beautiful Los Angeles. Arriba los Latinos. We're bringing back to the weird 5-6 Sierra Code. Let's make some noise.
Armando, as you continue with the celebration, I want you to get a chance to come take a look at the video board, because there are some people in your life that wanted to share in this moment and celebrate you on becoming a champion. Armando, as you see your family and you see your sister, how special is it for you to be going home to Los Angeles to compete at World Finals 23?
Oh, man, you know, it's been a long dream coming, man. I've been competing 8 years, man. And, you know, it never gets easy. These guys and competitors are so good at what they do, and I knew how to bring the best of the best out here. And, you know, this is such a special moment for me because, like I said, I'm a young Latino, man. I grew up in poverty, man. I never gave up on my dreams. Growing up, I was that kid with the block with, you know, with the new stuff. And I've always had to, you know, save up the nickel and dime to make sure I can go to a Monster Jam show. And I knew, like I said from the get-go, man, if this ain't a testament to each and every one watching at home, man, to never give up on your dreams, I don't know what to tell you. Go out there and achieve your dreams, man. Anything is possible, no matter where you come from, black, brown, whatever you speak, man. Go out there and drive with your heart, and it'll take you far in life, baby. There's only one race, and that's the human race. Let's have some fun here, man. Let's celebrate this win. We're going back to California, baby, back to the West Coast. We're bringing this home to the 562, baby. Arriba los Latinos, los quiero mucho. Si se puede, viva Mexico. And this is Monster Jam, baby.